And the United Auto Workers have been on strike now for over a month. And this morning we are checking in with people on the picket line, eager to get back to work, but willing to hold out for a deal they say they deserve.
And it is set to be a wet morning here in the metro area, but so far so good. Sunrise photographer Eric Patterson behind the wheel, and the pavement looks dry for the moment. We'll have updates on traffic throughout the show here on Sunrise.
Hey, good Monday morning to you. Starting our Monday off dry, but when is that rain going to hit?
The rain is coming. We think by 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Thank you for being excited. Here we go. We'll show you the rain at the coast right now. Good morning to you folks, where the rain has begun. And already seeing some of this activity sneak up over the coast range. So I would say no later than 7 o'clock this morning, we'll see fairly steady rain moving into the I-5 corridor. In fact, radar is showing there are some traceable amounts in Salem. So if anything, I may have to speed that rain up. But we are dry in Portland right now. This will be steady rain, we think, during the heart of the morning commute, 7, 8 into 9 o'clock this morning. So if you're just getting up, maybe you want to get out the door a little bit quicker in case traffic slows up with the rain coming in. We're at 63. We do have east winds out near the gorge. It's in the 50s across a good chunk of the area. So here we go. The rain's coming. It'll be breaking into showers around noon, 61. And then by 5 p.m., scattered showers, but things really starting to wind down. It will quickly go dry this evening. I have today's high at 65. Back to you.
A deadly shooting early Sunday morning marked Portland's 58th homicide this year.
Devin Haskins is live along Southeast Foster at 86 where this happened. Devin, 2 other people were also shot.
Yeah, and Portland police tell us those 2 people were taken to a hospital with life-threatening injuries. This morning, a candlelight vigil with candles and balloons burns across the street along Southeast Foster where that shooting happened. This all happened yesterday morning, Sunday morning, just after 4 o'clock in the morning when police responded to the shooting call. They found 3 people in total with gunshot wounds. 1 person died at the scene. So far this year, Portland's had 58 homicides, 50 of them by shootings. This is the 4th homicide in just the past week and a half. Family and friends gathered Sunday evening to honor the life of the person that was shot and killed. Multiple neighbors and homeowners that live in the area tell KGW News they do not feel safe here anymore.
Just had to move out, and now it's a safer place. I have 2 kids, and every time I would wake up, they would wake up hearing cops and everything, man.
All my childhood friends left because of the shootings and all the crime that's happened here in Portland.
Police still have not said much about the shooting. We're still waiting to hear the names of those involved in the shooting, specifically the name of the victim that was shot and killed. Police have also said if they are searching for any suspects or may have what led up to this shooting. We're live in Southeast. I'm Devin Haskins. Back to you.
Devin, thank you. It was a dangerous weekend on the roads with 3 serious crashes. The first one was deadly. It happened early Sunday morning around 1:45 on I-5 near Salmon Creek in Clark County. Police say a driver traveling the wrong way hit another vehicle head on. Both drivers died at the scene. Their names haven't been released, but officials tell us one was a 63-year-old man from Portland. The other was a 37-year-old man from Woodland, Washington.
And another incident happened early Sunday morning in Northeast Portland when a train hit a person at 149th Avenue and Sandy just before 2 a.m. We still don't know many details, but Portland police say they found a person with life-threatening injuries and transported them to the hospital.
Also in Northeast Portland, police say a person was seriously hurt after getting hit by a car. This happened just after 9:30 Saturday night at the intersection of Killingsworth and Cully Boulevard. The person was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. The driver stayed at the scene and is cooperating with investigators.
Well, this morning, extra support staff are on hand at several schools in the Reynolds School District after 2 students died. The students and their parents were killed in a crash Thursday night in Deschutes County. Ashley Grams talked with those who knew the family.
A Troutdale family of 4 headed south on Thursday.
They were just going
to take their children to see the eclipse. I mean, they were doing a wonderful family outing because they're that kind of people that always wanted to do something for their family.
As their Toyota RAV4 traveled along Highway 97 in Deschutes County, the unthinkable happened.
There was a multi-car crash on Highway 97 in Deschutes County.
Oregon State Police say a Chevy Silverado crossed the center line and sideswiped a commercial truck before hitting and killing the Rutledge family, Gary, Michelle, and their 2 children, Ryan and Kate.
It's devastating. There's not words to describe it.
Cynthia and Mark Jacobson have lived across the street from the Rutledge family for 10 years.
We have a pretty tight neighborhood and they were very central to it.
They say Gary and Michelle were the type of people you wanted to be friends with.
That they were just wonderful people. They were caring, kind, compassionate people.
17-year-old Ryan and 15-year-old Kate attended Reynolds High School. Both grew up in the Reynolds School District and classmates knew them for years.
You go to elementary school, junior high, and high school together with those group of kids. You're friends with them, lifelong friends, and it's going to be hard Monday morning.
It's a tragic, shocking loss for the Troutdale community, but even more so for the ones who knew this family best.
Parents aren't set up to bury their children and grandchildren. It's just not in our DNA.
Police say the driver of that Chevy Silverado that hit the Rutledge family was transported to a local hospital with serious injuries. No word yet on if they will be criminally charged. In the newsroom, I'm Ashley Grams, KGW News.
The union representing pharmacy workers at Kaiser Permanente will be back at the bargaining table again today. Talks last week didn't produce a new contract. Union workers are currently on a 21-day strike that began on the 1st of October. They're asking for more pay, more staff, and better benefits.
Now to Corvallis, where the Oregon State Beavers took down UCLA. The Beavs won 36-24. They are now 6-1 overall. Look at that celebration. This marks their best start to a season since 2013, by the way. It's also the earliest they've become bowl eligible in program history. The team heads to Arizona next week.
Oh, and one of the most anticipated matchups in a storied rivalry ended in a win for the Huskies. It was a close game until the end. Huskies serve Oregon their first loss of the season. Final score 36-33. The Ducks fall to 5-1 overall, while the Huskies remain the only undefeated team in the Pac-12. Oregon will host Washington State this Saturday. That was a good game. We were watching that.
I don't think I'm overstating it when I say it was truly one of the best college football games I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, you were just on the edge of your seat. I thought Oregon's offensive line was amazing.
I thought they were going to pull it out. I thought they were going to do it. Well, they're close.
Wide right at the end, right?
They're like, oh, I know.
Yeah,
I felt so bad for the kicker.
Now the flip side.
They're 7-8 though, so they're evenly matched.
Of course, I live up in Vancouver, so my buddies I played golf with Sunday were like, "Go Huskies!" And the Beavers, I think, are ranked 12th or something like that. Their ranking is pretty high nationally. Tell you what. Oregon State, Oregon, UW, all playing really well. There's our rain. Good morning, everybody. We have rain at the coast right now. It's going to be raining in the valley, it looks like, by 7 o'clock in terms of steady rain. We're already starting to see some sprinkles. This is moving in more rapidly than what modeling has been showing, but it's certainly on track to give us a rainy commute for the main hours of 7, 8 into 9 o'clock. Here's Futurecast. Again, this is moving more quickly than what the modeling is showing. Here we are at 10 o'clock. I still think it's fairly steady rain, but you can see we're getting on the back end of it, and then the front comes through before noon. Now, here we are getting into afternoon. Could be some heavier convective activity with showers. I don't think we have a chance of any lightning. I don't think we have any chance of any storms. The showers themselves will become increasingly scattered later this afternoon, and here we are at 5 o'clock, and now you can see most of the action starting to move away from us, and we'll go dry this evening, and then we have actually dry weather not only tomorrow, but right now we look to be dry Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we're hoping for a good soak this morning. We've been, in terms of our October so far, I think we've had an average number of rainy days, but a lot of the rainy days have been disappointing in terms of not producing the rainfall that we would be expecting. This particular system should deliver at least a half to 3/4 at the coast. Some of the weather models go closer to an inch in Tillamook and Astoria. I think we've got to get at least 1/4 of an inch, and maybe we get closer to 4/10 up and down I-5. And then this will be rain eventually moving through the gorge. Afternoon rain is in the forecast for you folks over in Central Oregon. Madras County, good morning to you. Not Madras County, the city of Madras. I just submitted a new county. 63 is our temperature outside right now. We have temperatures that are pretty mild, except for Burns, where it's dipped down to 38. You folks at the coast, some gusts this morning could reach about 40 miles per hour. Here in the valley, we're looking at winds gusting maybe to 30 at times today. Here's today's 65. The dry weather coming, 70s Wednesday, Thursday, and a Friday, and then showers return for the weekend, and that is your forecast.
Looking good. Thank you, Rod.